Most everybody has heard the I Have a Dream speech. So we just wanted to share a little bit of that with you guys from the BNR Greater Louisville platform. Those of you that are not familiar with Black Nurses Rock or Black Nurses Rock of Greater Louisville, our mission is to inspire and empower innovative nurse leaders to serve and educate vulnerable communities. That's what we do. And these are some of our dreams. So as a collective body, our executive team got together on this past weekend to discuss the I Have a Dream speech and to discuss what that kind of means to us as nursing and healthcare professionals. And so I'm just going to share with you guys our what we came up with as far as our personal insight on our dreams as it relates to the Dr. King speech. So we'll start off with my statement. And my statement is, I have a dream that Black health will matter. And I say that because working in healthcare for, I guess, 22 years now, we still see healthcare disparities in the community and in the healthcare setting. We still see and experience, even as healthcare professionals, we still see and experience healthcare bias. And so for me, my dream, my goal is to eradicate and eliminate healthcare disparities, specifically in the African American community, but also to eliminate healthcare bias. All right, I'll keep moving here. All right. Our first Vice President, Lakeisha James, says she has a dream. So it says, I have a dream that health disparities among the underserved racial and ethnic communities will dissipate. So her charge to us says, let's brave the cycles of chronic illness, lack of access to health care, and premature deaths. Thank you so much, First Vice President Lakeisha James. Our second Vice President, Nurse Practitioner Latanya Banks, says she has a dream that Black men will be honored and not killed. That's a powerful statement there, especially with us living in the heightened climate of racial injustice that we've seen, well, I would say for the last 401 years, but more specifically in the last year or so. This is a very powerful statement. Thank you, Nurse Practitioner Latanya. All right, our Director of Media and Marketing, Nurse Bernadette Bryant, says, I have a dream that women and men will continue to empower and uplift each other, regardless of race or gender. I love that. The only way we get through anything is through unity and uplifting and empowering each other. All right. Executive Treasurer Michelle Porter says she has a dream that we will continue to financially educate our children and communities so we'll be able to continually have generational wealth. Absolutely. Absolutely. I feel like in the early 1950s, African Americans and minorities especially were not able to acquire and amass that generational wealth in the form of purchasing homes and things of that nature. So continuing to build generational wealth is absolutely important, especially amongst minority communities. So thank you so much, Michelle. All right, our Director of Wellness, Nurse Practitioner Lucretia Davis says, I have a dream that we all shall remember that in which we are from, because we are our ancestors' wildest dreams. Absolutely. We are definitely our ancestors' wildest dreams. Some of the things that we have access to and the opportunities that we've been able to attain are things that our ancestors could only imagine. So be the dream, live the dream, right? Thank you so much, Nurse Practitioner Lucretia. All right. Our Executive Treasurer, Michelle, she added a second dream and or statement here that says, I have a dream that our country will heal from racism. I think unanimously, the Greater Louisville chapter of Black Nurses Rock definitely shares that same sentiment. So thank you so much, Nurse Michelle. All right, so in honor of Dr. King, if you guys would like to share with us your personal dreams and or what the I Have a Dream speech means to you or has meant to you, whether that be personally or professionally, please do share that information with us. You can drop us some comments in the chat. You can drop us some comments on our Facebook, which is BNR Greater Louisville on Facebook. Also follow us on Twitter and Instagram, and follow our YouTube channel and our TikTok channel. Okay. And also join us in the Clubhouse. But anytime you see any of our videos or any of our publications, please feel free to drop us some positive vibes and or comments to let us know how whatever we do has an impact on what your daily life. So let's see, there was another, I think that I see a comment. I'm trying to watch our comment section here too. All right, let's see. There we go. I'm going to share one more thing with you all. And then, like I said, feel free to continue to comment and or reach out to us on social media. Right, I'm going to share my screen one more time. Here we are.
To an oasis of freedom and justice, I have a dream.
Let's start that from the beginning.
I have the pleasure to present to you Dr. Martin Luther King, Jr. I am happy to join with you today in what will go down in history as the greatest demonstration for freedom in the history of our nation. Five score years ago, a great American in whose symbolic shadow we stand today signed the Emancipation Proclamation. This momentous decree came as a great beacon light of hope to millions of Negro slaves who had been seared in the flames of withering injustice. It came as a joyous daybreak to end the long night of their captivity. But 100 years later, the Negro still is not free. 100 years later, the life of the Negro is still sadly crippled by the manacles of segregation and the chains of discrimination. 100 years later, the Negro lives on a lonely island of poverty. I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up, live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. I have a dream that one day on the red hills of Georgia, sons of former slaves and the sons of former slave owners will they be able to sit down together at the table of brotherhood. I have a dream that one day, even the state of Mississippi, a state sweltering with the heat of injustice, sweltering with the heat of oppression, will be transformed into an oasis of freedom and justice. I have a dream. My four little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream today. I have a dream that one day, down in Alabama, with its vicious racists, with its governor having his lips dripping with the words of interposition and nullification. One day right there in Alabama, little black boys and black girls will be able to join hands with little white boys and white girls as sisters and brothers. I have a dream today. I have a dream that one day every valley shall be exalted. Every hill and mountain shall be made low, the rough places will be made plain, and the crooked places will be made straight, and the glory of the Lord shall be revealed, and all flesh shall see it together. This is our hope. This is the faith that I go back to the South with. With this faith, we will be able to hew out of the mountain of despair a stone of hope. With this faith, we will be able to transform the jangling discords of our nation into a beautiful symphony of brotherhood. With this faith, we will be able to work together, to pray together, to struggle together, to go to jail together, to stand up for freedom together, knowing that we will be free one day. This will be the day when all of God's children be able to sing with new meaning, my country, tears of thee. Sweet land of liberty, of thee I sing. Land where my fathers died, land of the pilgrim's pride. From every mountainside, let freedom ring. And if America is to be a great nation, this must become true. And so let freedom ring. From the prodigious hilltops of New Hampshire, let freedom ring. From the mighty mountains of New York, let freedom ring. From the heightening Alleghenies of Pennsylvania, let freedom ring. From the snow-capped Rockies of Colorado, let freedom ring. From the curvaceous slopes of California. But not only that, let freedom ring from Stone Mountain of Georgia. Let freedom ring from Lookout Mountain of Tennessee. Let freedom ring from every hill and molehill of Mississippi, from every mountainside. Let freedom ring in windy capital. When we allow freedom ring, when we let it ring from every village and every hamlet, from every state and every city, we will be able to speed up that day when all of God's children, black men and white men, Jews and Gentiles, Protestants and Catholics, will be able to join hands and sing in the words of the old Negro spiritual, free at last, free at last, thank God Almighty, we are free at last.
And help welcome our honored distinguished guest, the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King.